Good morning, friends. It's been 10 weeks since I last had a cigarette. I gave up smoking. I gave up that horrible addiction, that drug addiction. I freed myself from the slavery that it was. And I gained nothing from smoking. And I'm a happier man. I feel good. I look good. And my fitness has improved. My mental health has improved. And I'm progressing in the right direction in my life. I'm leading by example for my kids. And life is good, friends, to have some discipline in our lives, to control what we consume and what we do with our body. Have discipline, and that way all the noise outside, you will not be distracted. You will not easily be tamed. So discipline is the key, and having the right mindset about smoking or any addiction for that matter, whether it's cigarette, alcohol, cannabis, or anything else along them lines. If you have the mindset that you want your health to be the best it can be, your mental health and your fitness, you want to live a quality life where you don't have these horrible health issues related to these drug addictions, then you can do it. You just free yourself from the slavery of it. It's literally a form of slavery. And in this day and age, if you're of an ordinary background, a working class background like myself, it should be our priority to give up these addictions, to give up these stuff that harm us. Because the challenges that we have in society, in our lives, in our careers, in everyday dealings are hard and are many, and the odds are against us. So why should we make our challenges harder than it needs to be? And with that mindset, with this thinking, I managed to give it up. I gave it up without the aid of any patches, nicotines, aids or anything like that. And I've given it up, and I'm a happy non-smoker. I don't feel like I'm missing anything out of my life or I've taken anything away from my life. I'm a happy non-smoker on this occasion. I have failed many times before where I've relapsed, I've given up, and I felt like, it would be nice to have a cigarette with a coffee or a tea, but now I prefer not to even entertain them thoughts, because I don't want to have a cigarette with a coffee, because I know that the toxins and the chemicals and the harm it does to my body. So I no longer have a coffee and want a cigarette. No, I even regret the days I even touched this horrible, destructive addiction. It's a horrible drug addiction. It's not a habit, friends. And the sooner you can give this up, the better, and the more time you'll give your body to heal and reverse the damage in most cases. And the statistics is out there. 90% of all death-related smoking, smoking-related deaths, 90% will go away if you quit smoking before the age of 40. So if you're a person 40 and under, please take this seriously and give this up, because 90% of deaths related to smoking will go away. So it's never too late to give this up. People give it up in their 40s, 50s, 60s, and it benefits them. It extends their life. They get their energy back. Their skin looks better, and they save money. So it's important, friends. It's important to look after your health. It's been 10 weeks since I've given this up, and I estimated and calculated that it would have been about 700 cigarettes that I have not smoked. Imagine I smoked 700 cigarettes, and my skin, my teeth, my gums, it's horrible going into my lungs, this body that God has given us to carry us through this world and to experience this life. And 700 cigarettes into my lungs, my bloodstream, and the thousands of chemicals and the horrible stuff it does to your body that you don't see, but you'll feel it and you'll know about it. So I am grateful that I gave this horrible addiction up. It's a very addictive drug. It takes 20 minutes to get into your bloodstream and get you addicted. So I am not gullible, I'm not naive that if I let my guard down, and whether I'm in a happy environment and I decide this is how I relapsed. So I will never let my guard down. I will never be a slave to this cigarette, to this evil cancerous stick, and I will never touch a cigarette. I gain nothing from it. And I love life. I want to work on my health. And when you have your health, you have everything. And I'll give you the saying as it goes. When you have your health, you have 1,000 problems. And when you lose your health, you only have one problem. So that's, that should sum it up in a sentence that, your health is your wealth. And why are we destroying ourselves by smoking cigarettes and vaping and other drugs and addictions that are no good for us? And I understand people are suffering, are under pressure from inflation, cost of living. They may have relationship issues, personal problems, whatever. Life is full of challenges and problems, and they never finish. However, it does not mean that we have to go and, abuse our bodies with these, products that give us destructive products that we gain nothing, and it takes our youth, our energy, our health. So why not get active? Go for a brisk walk, go to the gym, go to the sauna, steam room, spend time with your kids, travel. These are better things to do, more natural things to do. Walk in nature. These are the better things, friends, to do. There are other alternatives than destroying ourselves and our body. And life is great on that note. 10 weeks, smoke-free, life is good, friends. If I can do it, so can you. There's nothing special about me. It's all a matter of mindset. I encourage you to watch my videos, my previous playlists, my 30-day daily videos. There's a book that I would also recommend as well. It's called The Easy Way to Quit by Alan Carr, which helped me to shift my mind to the right place that it is currently. And life is good to be smoke-free, drug-free, addiction-free, friends. If you resonate with this video, leave us a comment, and life is great.